Welcome to Optimal Timelines. My name is Sean, and this is going to be your monthly Tarotscope readings for November 2023 for your North Node by sign and house. Now, we're going to break up the readings this month into two segments. So, this reading is going to encompass the first half of the month from the 1st to the 15th. And then on the 15th, there'll be another set of readings for you to watch. I started to do this because it seems like it's much easier for people to track their month this way. Now, if you're new to the channel, the reason I use your North Node in tarot readings as opposed to your Sun, Moon, or Ascendant is that it's recognized in astrology that your North Node is your North Star. It's what you're here to learn and experience in this lifetime. So it's much more relevant to your everyday life and much more accurate in readings. So with that, let me connect to the energies and we can begin our reading. I call upon my spirit guides and guardians and the wisdom of my ancestors to bring forth the information that's true and correct for all who see this reading, that it may bring them the most beautiful, happy life possible and set them on their most optimal future timeline. So may it be. Okay, North Node in Aries or North Node in the first house. This is going to be the November 2023 Tarotscope reading for the first half of November. Okay, so this spread represents the first half of November from the 1st to the 15th. And the overall theme card that came up is you had the reversed tower. And what I'm thinking for most of you is that there is healing going on and recovery going on from some sort of an upset or something that has happened recently in your past. This could be anything from a shakeup in relationships, or it could be for some of you health. It could be for some of you just maybe a financial upset or in personal relationships, work. But for most of you, I feel like it was somewhat on the minor side, although some of you, depending on what your life soul path is, it could have been more major. But I feel like this is you're dealing with it now and you're healing with it the first half of November. You're working toward correcting it and healing it, whatever this is for you in some way. Now your timeline cards are, you've got Temperance reversed, you've got the Seven of Cups reversed, and you've got the Page of Pentacles. Now, what I'm seeing is that for the first half of November, there could be a little bit of a struggle as you're recovering and healing and getting your feet back on the ground from whatever this like upset or bump in the road is. And with the Seven of Cups here, I feel like it's it could cause some like emotional confusion on your part. So whatever this is, it's like a little bit of a causing some confusion. I feel like there will be clarity as we move forward, but right now the first 2 weeks could feel like a little bit of confusion, or like not knowing what direction to take emotionally or how to think or feel about this situation. And then with Temperance reversed, it's because there's some things that are, it's basically saying that there's some things that are out of balance, and balancing needs to happen in this situation. Now, overall, I feel like for most of you, as you end the first half of November, when you get to the middle of November with this Page of Pentacles, what you're going to be focusing on is you're going to be focusing on what's truly important to you. And that could be emotionally, it could be physically, mentally, it could be financially. But I feel like whatever this is that's happening, you're going to end up with a better focus on the situation, on who you are, on you're going to have a better handle of it. And sometimes we need to, some things need to be shook up a little bit, and things need to shake, to settle down so we can see things kind of clearly, type of a thing. Um, and I just feel like the clarity is going to come. It's almost like I'm getting the visual of, like, when you take like a snow globe, and then like it's settled, but then like you shake it up, and at first there's this all the snow and it's kind of going everywhere, and then it begins to settle, and then you can kind of see clearly. I think that's kind of what's happening. So you're getting more clarity, but things are still settling down in this situation. And as I said, it could be for each of you different aspects of your life. Now, what are your advice cards? Okay, so you've got the Page of Cups reversed, and you've got the Ten of Cups. Now, what I'm seeing here is that this is telling me that it's really important for you to not go about healing this and fixing this situation by yourself, emotionally. Don't be like the lone wolf, but um, tap into the resources around you. So the people that are close to you, particularly family members, or even if they're not related to you, if they're like family, people that you trust and that you rely on. Because the reason is that for you, this is a balance of becoming the Aries, your North Node Aries of the first house, becoming that independent kind of warrior spirit. But at the same time, you can't lose that South Node you have in Libra, or the seventh house, which is your connections to people, type of a thing. And I think that's what this balancing is. Don't lose sight of the fact that you do have resources of those around you, and don't try to go it on your own. But I feel like there's a learning thing that's going on here. You're becoming stronger and more clear through this situation. Allow whatever this situation is for you, allow it to give you clarity. Allow it to, at the very end of having this happen, when you hit to the middle of the month of November, have it not only be clarifying but energizing to you. And at the mid-month point, see if you don't notice how you have more clarity, and you know what it is you have to do and what it is you want, because that's why this is happening. It's getting things are kind of being shaken a bit, so you can gain this clarity. It's almost like, another analogy would be like someone who is like really groggy. We've seen this in like movies, for example. They're really groggy for whatever reason, and then someone like dumps cold water on them. It's like, oh, it's like kind of like this wake up thing, and it's like that. What the cold water is like the shake up, and so it's kind of getting this clarity. So I feel like most of you, when you hit mid month, are going to feel much stronger because of this. And that's the hardest thing too, when we go through things, because we don't see the big picture a lot of times of why something is happening. We're just looking at it in its most immediate state. And sometimes it could be like, you know, um, we don't understand, because like I said, we can't see the big picture. But when we can see the big picture, we're like, oh, okay, this had to happen this way, so I could do whatever, A, B, C, D, whatever it is you need to do. So just realize, for the first 2 weeks in November, there could be some discomfort while you're navigating and healing this, and it's a balancing thing that's going on, and that this is your bucket of ice water that's like getting you to um, go in the direction that is for your highest and best good. And remember that to lean on those that you trust around you, whether they're related to you or not, and don't try to go on your own emotionally with this. Okay, So yeah, remember that there's going to be another set of videos coming out mid-November for the second half of November. And don't forget, you're going to want to watch 2 videos this month and for this first 2 weeks and for the next 2 weeks. You're going to want to watch one for your North Node by sign and house. Okay, so with that, thank you so much for watching. If you if you have any questions and you want a personal reading, or you would like to delve into your astrological chart and find out what your personal soul path is, there's going to be a link in the description box below. Would love to help you with that and give you more information. So thank you so much. We'll see you on some more videos. Many blessings.